Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back. From Fox News. This is definitely, when I say humorous, it's not humorous when somebody experiences fear for their life. But it's comical and laughable in a satirical way, I guess, because actions do have consequences. Let's read on and you're going to see. Democrat Congresswoman who sponsored police reform bill carjacked in crime surging in Philadelphia. Now, one carjacking was in a suburb of Chicago. You'll see as we read the story from a member of the Illinois state legislature. And one was a representative from southern Philly who was actually carjacked in D.C. And they both were strong proponents of defund the police. Congresswoman Mary Gay Scanlon was carjacked at gunpoint in Philadelphia on Wednesday as crimes continues to surge in major cities across the country. I'm sorry, it was in Philadelphia, excuse me. Wednesday afternoon around 2:45 p.m., Congresswoman Scanlon was carjacked at gunpoint in FDR Park following a meeting at that location, the Scanlon's office said in a statement. The Congresswoman was physically unharmed. She thanks the Philadelphia Police Department for their swift response and appreciates the efforts of both the Sergeant at Arms in D.C. and her local police department for coordinating with Philly PD to ensure continued safety. All of us are glad that she's okay and her husband, but all I have to say is now I'm laughing, play the laugh track I should say, because there was no injury. Yeah, she probably was pretty shook. I have no doubt. I mean, you're being held at gunpoint. That's pretty tough. But I think it's about time a lot of these leftists learned, and that's a real reality check for her, red-pilled as they say, that having certain stances on certain things of importance, depending on your stance, has serious consequences. And there she is there, Representative Mary Scanlon, Democrat of Pennsylvania. No comment. Scanlon's phone and purse were stolen by the attacker, according to WPVI. Police say Scanlon was approached by two black males. Now, Lee, that's the thing. That's why they're keeping such a low key. Two black males. Not that white guys don't commit crimes either, but that's why the media grabs onto first. Aged approximately 20 to 30 as she walked to her vehicle before they demanded she hand them the keys. Scanlon handed over the keys to her blue 2017 Acura, and one of the suspects drove away in it while the other drove away in a dark-colored SUV. Scanlon represents the 5th Congressional District, which includes parts of South Philadelphia. In 2021, so far, the Philadelphia Police Department recorded 521 homicides. That's over 10 a week. And you got to figure 4 or 5 detectives, 2 or 3 uniforms. So you're tying up 3,500 people at, we'll even say, 20 hours each. Let's do the math here. That's 70,000 man-hours just on the homicides. That's a big freaking deal. 521 homicides, which is a 13% increase compared to 2020, and the city's high number of killings since at least 2007. Incidents involving a shooting have also increased by 4.4%. The number of people who are victims of shooting has risen by almost 3% over the past year. The city of Philadelphia is seeing at least an 80% increase in carjackings. Now, that's the one that hits people the hardest. Not that I'm saying getting shot and killed is better. What I mean is that it's spread out among an area like the suburbs of Philly, the suburbs of Chicago. The people that vote Democrat, no matter what, are getting red-pilled by the thousands. Is that a good thing? Yeah, it's good they're getting red pilled. It's not so hot they're getting their cars stolen. Scanlon was not the first prominent Democrat official to be carjacked in a crime-ridden city in the last 24 hours. This is the one that I picked up on first. Last night, Illinois' Democratic State Senate Majority Leader. She's the Majority Leader of the Senate in the state of Illinois. Kimberly Lightford and her husband were carjacked in Chicago, where crime has been surging. First and foremost, I am thankful my husband and I are alive and physically unharmed. I'm trying to process the trauma of what happened. I want to thank everyone who was offered the love and support. I want to especially thank Mayor Katrina Thompson and Broadway Police Department for their quick and thorough response. Now, they just can't keep politics out of it. A Democratic Majority Leader. Why are you thanking the mayor? Did the mayor do anything? No. Just because that mayor is technically in charge of the police department, maybe? No. They just can't keep politics out of every faction of every little thing. They just can't do it. It's so disgusting. Both Scanlon and Lightfoot have been staunch supporters of police reforms in the aftermath of the death of George Floyd, December 2020. Police reforms. Jack Scanlon is one of 125 co-sponsors of the Mental Health Adjustment Act. Yeah, I love how they make these things sound so mundane and just so helpful, which aim to place some officers as first responders with mental health specialists. That's defund the police. It's just a really nice way to do it. Oh, how could you possibly be against helping people with mental health issues? What's wrong with you? Yeah. Just like abortion and killing how many millions and millions of babies is all about the woman's rights. They always turn it and twist it towards something that it's not, and make it sound like less than it is. All the bill's sponsors are Democrats. No. The bill's text says its purpose authorizes the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to states and political subdivisions of the state to hire, employ, train, dispatch mental health professionals to respond in lieu of law enforcement officers in emergencies involving one or more persons with a mental illness or an intellectual developmental disability and for other purposes. Now, how would you possibly know the person had mental health or developmental issues until you respond to the call, you morons? If later down the road, after the police take care of the situation, whichever way it goes, that person might need some special care, absolutely, no problem. So this is a con artist way of saying defund the police. I think it's hysterical. It's hysterical that now they're getting red-pilled. Now, what they say in public to the press, what they say in private, we'll see. At the time of the Mental Health Justice Act was introduced in February of 2021, with Scanlon on board as one of its original co-sponsors, the Hill reported Congress wants to make it easier for state and local governments to fund police by instead funding mental health issues and empower them to respond to emergency calls instead of armed officers. Somebody calls 911. Are they going to give you a detailed information on the person? They're going to say there's a person here with a gun, or there's a person here with a knife, or there's several people here fighting. Somebody put somebody through the front window of a store and they're duking it out, or some guy's creeping the crap out of some girl, or whatever it is. They're not going to go into details. Well, can you tell us if any of them have a mental issue or having mental health problems? Really? No, you're going to get in the damn car. Now, in some of these, it takes 2 hours. You're going to get in the damn police car and you're going to go to the call. If you find out after the person has some mental health issues, then you'd go from there. But they want the mental health people to be in the car with the police when they come, which means they're going to have to get rid of a real uniformed officer, an officer that's armed and has the power of a police department. This is nuts. But here's the sad part. These two individuals, I doubt if they even privately will change their minds about what they believe in It's a cult ideology that they're absolutely convinced that the world is flat and nothing on earth can change their minds. And that's the way it is. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.